Hey, what's happening, all you mechanical maniacs? Hurst Quayzar here. Welcome back to Barn Bargains and Other Cheap Challenges. Well, on our last episode, we finished up our 30K challenge, which was this beautifully greened out Ford F-150. F-150 or 100? 100. F-100. Thought we did a pretty good job on it. Turned the engine, we kept the engine blue. That's what primarily drove my my budget up, was painting of the engine, because of 30K the truck was 15K of it, right? The engine was the other 15K. It was, no lie, 15K worth of engine work. So yeah. All right, so today, instead of tackling the Nova we have out here, so, whoa, instead of tackling this Nova, we're going to go find ourselves another barn bargain. As for our Charger out here, I haven't really done anything with it. I didn't do anything with it during the challenge because I didn't want to screw up with my numbers. So today, we're just going to go out, hit a barn, and see what we can find, bring back something, and maybe I think we're just going to do a classic creation. And I'll explain a little bit more of that here in a few minutes. So let's hit a barn and see what we can find. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn off our flashlight. Right off the bat, we've got ourselves a Challenger. Challenger RT at 216,000 miles. So yeah, right off the bat, we have a Challenger. Now, for a classic creation, it has most of all the parts it needs. I'm looking for a fender and a hood for this. So that may not be the way to go. So we'll have to look around to see if I can find a hood. Oh, what do we have here? We have this big old Luxor road cruiser. Luxor Bowen. 192,000. What's the price tag? A little steep for my blood. What's the Challenger looking like here? 22. Now that's more like it. This is where your profit is, right here. Almost $5,000. Yeah. Okay. So that's a possibility. The Challenger is definitely more appealing as far as the money is concerned. Financially, it is more appealing because it's a greater, it's less than a risk. If I decide not to use it anymore, or wanted it halfway through, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my money back out of it. But yeah. What's the other one here? Ooh, what is this? Is a Lotus? Oh, this is a Lotus. Yes, 190 miles and a Lotus. Elise S1. Factory color was blue. They've got a current color, this awful color. They want 27, and it's only worth 23. This is going to be an issue trying to find parts for it, I believe, only because I'd have to find another one out there, that's for sure. The Challenger, maybe not so bad. So I think I'm going to do the Challenger. Looking to see if I can find anything in here. So every time you're in a barn, you want to go ahead and look around, because you will find eventually a map. So every barn has a map in it. So just be aware of that. Sometimes you'll find it easily, sometimes you won't. So yeah, I guess, I could do the Challenger, but I really got the wheels on it. That one doesn't look too healthy. It's red. 216,000 miles. I like the numbers here. The buy price is much lower than the value of it. The only problem is trying to find a hood and a fender for this bad boy. That's going to be the difficult part. Rather than that, I mean, everything else looks like it's pretty much intact. Let's see here. Missing exhaust system. That's not an issue anyway, because I'd have to buy that brand new. Radiator's missing. That has to be new. Wires. Yeah, for the most part, the engine doesn't look like it's in that bad shape. Now the transmission there looks like it might be. Let's see here. 19, 27, 16, 41, 31, 16, 19. Everything seems to be above 15%. So that's probably, oh, crankshaft pulleys at 13%, which means that the crankshaft is probably toast. Okay. So, but I guess this is our best bargain right now. All the others, the Lotus is a little overpriced. And it looks our Bowen here is definitely overpriced. Yeah, so the others are overpriced. I'm going to go with Challenger here. So let's go ahead and purchase this bad boy. We'll take it back to the garage and see what we can do with it. We are going to go full-on classic creation. So I'll explain that when we get back to the garage. All right. For our Challenger here, I wonder if I have any parts out here. You know what? Maybe I could take the parts off of my Challenger out here. I never thought about that. I do have another Challenger. I do have a fender. I do have a fender. I don't have a door or a hood, but I do have a fender, so that's an option right there. I don't think I have anything else. You know, I've got this one out here. How many miles? This is 140,000 miles on this one. You know, we're just going to go ahead and build this one. This is fine. Okay, let's take it back to the car wash. Go ahead and clean things up. Let's get all the dust and the rust and negligent dirt off of here. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad at all. It does have a bad door on it. So all I need is a hood. All right, so that's going to be cool. All right, so there we have it. Looking pretty good as far as that's concerned. Let's go ahead and put her in the garage in the first lifter. So how you guys doing? I hope this video is finding you all happy and healthy. So what is a classic creation? So what a classic creation is, in my mind, is this. We're going to take this Dodge Challenger. We are going to build it back to the day it came off the assembly line. Basically building it back completely stock and making it all right. So with that, it does mean it's going to take a little bit of effort to get this all done. But things that can be repaired will be repaired. So like anything that's greater than 15% typically can be repaired. There's a few things that can't be repaired. Like I think headlights and taillights on this silly thing can't be repaired. The exhaust system can't be repaired. Interior stuff can't be repaired. It has to be replaced. So that's why it's just a good thing to just kind of figure out what we're going to do with this. So we've kind of stripped it down. I'm going to go ahead and make the body good again. This is going to cost me $1,500 right off the bat to do that. And I guess some body parts. We're going to repair some body parts here. So most of these parts are in decent shape, it looks like. That's cool. One thing we are missing is that is the hood and the fender. Now I could cheat and take that fender off that's on my car out there. Yes, I possibly could, but I'm not going to. Hit the wrong button. Hit the Microsoft button. So yeah, so we are not going to do that, but we are going to. The lights can't be repaired. Bumper can't be repaired. So we'll go ahead and put the bumper on. I don't have that. So like the body pieces can be repaired. Lights cannot. For whatever reason, lights cannot be repaired. So like left tail light, right tail light, say 60%. Now those things can't be repaired. Because they can't be repaired, we have to replace them. So that's what we'll have to do. Let's see, bodywork station. Look at the Challenger RT. Things we have to replace. Glass we have to replace. So glass it is. We're replacing that. Headlights and taillights have to be replaced. Because headlights and taillights just don't work. So we're going to replace that. brand new stuff. Windshield. Didn't even have a windshield in it, I don't think. Well, I guess it did. It doesn't have its headlights. Headlights. Okay. So with that being said, they weren't in bad shape, but yeah. Okay, so Challenger, we need 2 of those and 1 of those. So let's go ahead and look into the interior shop. Interior shop, please. Thank you. Okay. Now the interior will be 100%. Okay. Okay. So we got that. License plate. I'm gonna go with. Let's go with plates here. So what I have in my inventory is what's going to come up here. We're gonna full out go. I guess we can go Ohio plates on there, right? Right. So we're gonna get 2 of them. We're gonna buy it. So what's going to happen here is this plate is going to match up this plate. So the FCB. So check that out. FCB. What is my inventory here? No. Don't know how I can. Okay, FCB, I can put it on the front. This is where I can show you. All right, we'll put it on the front here. So FCB DHO. So yeah, because that's a thing. Because you had it in my inventory, it came up with the same license plate number, and we just kept the Ohio plate. So what the heck? We've got everything in here, so we are going to sell off these parts. All right. The headlights, that was kind of sickening. I had to replace those, but that's okay. Okay, everything's clean there. Everything's clean there. All right, let's raise the rear end. Let's put this bad boy up on the stand. Let's go ahead and push it away. So yeah, nothing fancy at all. Going to stick with, wheels and tires. Same all the way around. It's going to be ultimately just a real rebuild of the stock car. I need okay. So this is the deal with that. We need a new fuel tank, but we don't have a fuel pump. So let's go find a fuel pump. Do I have one? Fuel pump. Okay. So this is what I mean by not buying new. If I can rebuild it, and if I have it, I will rebuild it and install it. If I don't have it, then it means I'm going to have to go out looking for it. Much like the hood of this car. I'm going to have to find it. Okay. So that's out of here. Exhaust system's out of here completely. Let's see here. Shock absorbers, no matter how good they are, they have to be replaced. So that's not a big deal. Bushings, same thing. Bushings will have to be replaced. Now, we might be able to get a pretty penny out of this after this is all said and done. Who knows? Don't know myself. Because it's over, over 200,000 miles on it. I might not get a good price for it. But if I do it upright, I might get a nice pretty penny. And since I have one already over there in the lot, I don't see much of a difference to build this one and get rid of the other one. The other one has less miles on it, so I figured it'd be worth more. I don't know. Sounds silly to me, right? Well, for being out in the garage, for being out in the barn for so long, it doesn't seem like it's in too bad shape. But I haven't dug into it yet. Nor have I tried to start it. That's another thing, too. I didn't try to start it. And I don't think I tried to start it just because this was going to be a barn bargain creation. You know, a classic creation. I don't care if it did start. No matter what, I'm going to have to tear it all apart and make it all worthwhile to the next owner. I'm sure someone will appreciate this after it's all said and done. Okay, that's out. There we go. Okay, so we've got all that done. With the QL mod, you can turn down the drum brakes. So that's a beauty. So we're going to turn those down. We're going to repair all the parts that we can from underneath here, and we'll have to replace others that we can't replace or can't repair, meaning the bushings. So let's get these repaired first. A lot of parts that can be repaired are going to get repaired. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. It was kind of a bad situation right there, how it was laid out. I knew that was a timing thing on my part. So I'll have to see what we have available in the warehouse. I may be cutting this video real short. Okay, so what did I... What did I screw up? Okay, that's a cell. Oh, it's a four bolt flange. Okay. So engines, exhaust. Let's go to suspension. Let's delete that. See those plates. There we go. We got one. That's good. Yep, we got one. All right, let's grab my drum. Let's repair that bad boy. There we go. All right, looks like we've got everything pretty much taken care of. We need 2 shock absorbers, right? Ooh, I need a solid rear axle drum. Okay, so I need that. I need 4 bushings. 2 bearings. Okay, so I need rear solid. Okay. Type in rear. Rear solid axle. By the way, that was my famous Beavis and Butthead. Okay, which one do I need? I need either that. I need that one or that one. Which one do I need? Okay, so the good one. Okay, so I need this one. There we go. Was that already 100%? I think so. Okay, so we've got that one. I think I repaired it by accident, to be honest with you. Okay, because that's done, it is time for us to start building the rear end. Now, what I could do is easily... I gotta get the parts. Standard license plate, nope. Shock absorbers 2. Small rubber bushing 4. Bearing 2. Okay, now we have it. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, are there any Van Halen fans out there? Let me know if you have a Van Halen fan. Or I should say, Van Halen fan with with Sammy Hagar as the lead singer. So the Van Hagar era. If you're a Van Hagar era, let me know. Fan, let me know. And let me know if you like Sammy Hagar's new tune that he just put out. He put it out with his band, who... Oh, dang it. That's not what I wanted to do. Why weren't those bearings in there? Okay. The band features Joe Satriani on guitar. So yeah, it's actually, to me, it sounds pretty good. But I want to get your take on it. I mean, everybody knows, you know, creators of music are usually typically a little crazy, I guess is the way you could say that. I need a pin here too. Okay. So when you hear the story that Sammy puts out about Eddie Van Halen, you'd be like, the guy's probably just, you know, trying to sponge off of Eddie Van Halen's fame or whatever. But I really think Sammy, when he came into the band, I think he really gave the band an extra element that they didn't have. Because he was a musician, because he was in his own right, already before he even joined Van Halen. He wasn't a nobody. He was somebody that was making it as a solo career, you know, and he was just out of Montrose. He did a band in Montrose. So, I mean, it's just, I feel like, yeah, he brought a lot to the band. He definitely took them a step higher than what David Lee Roth did. And for him to do this song, I think a lot of people are going to not like it just because they think he's just trying to ride on Eddie Van Halen's coattails. But I do believe that he and Eddie had a... where is that one at? I had two of them. What happened to it? Dang it. I only have the one? No, that was the one I got. I got the wrong one. That's what it was. Okay. Let me go back here. Okay. I need a drum one. Oh my God, tell me I don't have one. I do not. I do not have one. Son of a gun. All right, so let's go here. Let's go ahead and put this back in because I can't use it. Okay, so I'm needing that before I go any farther with the rear end. That's interesting. Nope, gotta have that on. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the exhaust system in. There we go. Wheels and tires. We can just go ahead and do the wheels and tires real quick. Man, okay, so I don't have a drum brake shield on the back. Dang. You know what? I've probably had one on this punk over here, and I threw it out. I probably threw it out. More than likely, I'm sure I threw it out. Okay, so we're going to go over here. Okay, so we got that done. What's the size tire on here? This is 225 60 15. So 225 50 16. All right. 225 50. Oh, it's 60 15. Oh man, I messed that up. Okay, hang on. Sell those tires off. Okay, so I need 25 60. All right, there we go. 225 60. There we go. I wanted to put, you know, the same tires, same wheels, everything else. That's what makes it a classic creation, is you're building it right back into the way it came perfectly aside. Okay, so let's do some tire balancing here. Okay, so I've got at least one tire done. All right, so I need that. So let's see, all that stuff I need. Bearings I don't need. Tires I don't need. Definitely need that. Differential I don't need. Shock absorbers. No, I already got the 2 shock absorbers on. Got that in. Need that. Need that. Need those. Bushings. Got all the bushings in. That is a failure. Okay. So that's what I need. I need one of those. So let's go ahead and put these parts away in the warehouse. So let's rename. Okay. Let's change the name of that to Challenger. Nice. Okay, open that up. And then we're going to go here and we're going to dump all of our stuff into the Challenger. There we go. Wait a minute. Where's... Oh, this... Because I got rear in there. There we go. Okay, so we got everything in there. All right. Well, I think I'm going to have to go out to the junkyard or something and see if I can find... Not necessarily... Well, if I can find another Challenger with a... Very well bring that into the shop. This is totally toast. This thing is just... This is a full rebuild here. This is a full rebuild. So I would imagine these are shot. So yeah, it probably would do me any good to take them off here. Anyway, I don't want to take them off of my Nova. So I'm going to have to go out looking for some parts and pieces and to try and put this back together. So yeah, it's going to be a thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to stop it right here. I'm going to do some searching and then I will talk with you all very, very soon. In the meantime, you guys take care. Thanks for hanging out with me and I will see you soon. This is Hurst Quayzar saying goodnight and I am out.